Conan, they smile to your face, but work against you behind your back. A toxic coworker can ruin your peace, your reputation, even your career. You can't control their actions, but you can control your response. In this video, 7 signs of a toxic coworker cheating on you will reveal the red flags to spot early and the Stoic mindset to stay calm, strong, and untouchable. Let's begin. 1. They take credit for your work. Picture this. You've spent weeks perfecting a project, late nights, missed lunches. You finally present it to the team, and your coworker steps in, casually dropping, "I've been working on this with them." It's subtle. They don't outright steal. They share your success, but in a way that puts their name right beside yours. And over time, people start forgetting whose idea it really was. Marcus Aurelius warned, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." A toxic coworker lives by the opposite. They will take your light and make it theirs. Here's the dangerous part. If you ignore it, you train them to keep doing it, and soon your boss starts believing they're the one carrying the weight. So how do you deal with this without blowing up and giving them the reaction they want? That's where the next sign and the next Stoic strategy becomes essential. 2. They twist your words. It starts small. You make an offhand comment in a meeting, something harmless, but a few hours later, you hear it repeated, except now it's been edited, spun, weaponized. Suddenly you're defending yourself against something you never even said, and the worst part, they don't do it openly, they do it quietly, in private conversations where you're not there to correct the story. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." A toxic coworker flips that around. They make the imaginary seem real to everyone else. They plant seeds of doubt and let them grow. If you let your emotions take over, anger, frustration, the need to set the record straight, you only make their lie look more believable. The Stoic approach? Stay calm. Document everything. Speak only when the truth can cut through cleanly, like a blade. But here's the thing. Twisting your words is just the warm-up. The next sign? It's where they stop playing games and start going directly for your position. 3. They undermine you in front of authority. This is where it gets ugly. You're in a meeting with your boss, maybe even upper management. Everything's going smoothly until your coworker interrupts. They don't attack you directly. They frame it as concern. "I'm just wondering if that deadline is realistic. Maybe we should double-check the data before moving forward." It sounds innocent, professional, but it plants one deadly seed, doubt. In that moment, they've shifted the spotlight from your competence to your credibility. And once that seed is planted in your boss's mind, it can grow faster than you can stop it. Epictetus warned, "When someone provokes you, know that it is your own opinion which provokes you." If you react defensively, you confirm the doubt. If you stay composed, you show control. And in the long run, credibility always favors the one who stays calm. But here's the truth. Recognizing these toxic signs is only half the battle. What you do with that knowledge, that's what determines whether you survive or they win. 4. They withhold critical information. Imagine this. A big decision is about to be made. The numbers, the client's feedback, the latest update, all crucial. But somehow, you're the last to know. You walk into a meeting confident, only to realize everyone else already has the updated figures. And you're presenting outdated data in front of everyone. It's sabotage wrapped in plausible deniability. They didn't lie, they just forgot to loop you in. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can show me I'm wrong, I will gladly change." But a toxic coworker isn't interested in truth or progress. They want you to stumble so they can look steady. The real danger? It chips away at your confidence, quietly, piece by piece, until you start second-guessing yourself, even when you do have the right information. But this is just one layer of their strategy. Because the next sign? It's when they stop playing passive games and start turning the entire team against you. 5. They rally others to isolate you. Here, this is where the game turns from subtle to strategic. They don't just come after you. They start building an army, little side conversations in the hallway, private messages after meetings, a casual coffee break where your name just happens to come up with a negative twist. Before you realize it, people you used to trust are suddenly distant. Colleagues stop inviting you to lunch. Group chats get quiet when you walk in. It's psychological warfare, and isolation is their weapon. Because when you're alone, you're easier to control, easier to remove. Seneca once wrote, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." A toxic coworker flips this. They make sure you have no allies so they can define the story themselves. And here's the chilling part. Once they've got the crowd on their side, they can move to the next stage, where they don't just damage your relationships, they start stealing your work. 6. They take credit for your work. It starts small. A comment in a meeting, "Yeah, I was working on that project too." A quick email to the boss, summarizing your idea, but sent from their account. Then one day, you hear your manager praising them for a result that was entirely yours. And here's the most infuriating part. They act surprised. "Oh, I didn't mean to take credit. I just helped a little." But the damage is done. In your boss's mind, they're the driver, and you're just the passenger. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If you lash out, you risk looking insecure. If you stay silent, they keep winning. The Stoic path? Document everything, protect your ideas, and let results speak louder than accusations. Because once they feel confident they can get away with it, they'll move to their boldest move yet, the one that can shatter your career overnight. 7. They try to destroy your reputation. This is their endgame, not just making you look bad, but making you untrustworthy in the eyes of everyone who matters. It starts with whispers. "He's not pulling his weight. She's difficult to work with. They're not as committed as they used to be." They plant seeds of doubt and water them in every conversation you're not in. Before long, the story spreads. Your achievements get forgotten. Your mistakes, real or imagined, become your identity. This is where most people break, because reputation is like glass. Once cracked, it's hard to repair. But the Stoics knew your true self is untouchable. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Your character is your fortress. No rumor can breach it unless you open the gates. So you stand firm, you stay professional, and you let time, truth, and consistency prove them wrong. And now, let's bring all of this together so you know exactly how to protect your peace and rise above any toxic coworker. Rise above the chaos. So, 7 signs. From the subtle, like constant criticism and hidden competition, to the ruthless, like stealing credit and destroying reputations. A toxic coworker can drain your energy, sabotage your career, and make every day at work feel like walking through a battlefield. But remember, the Stoics thrived in environments far harsher than ours. They didn't waste energy fighting shadows. They mastered themselves, and by doing so, they mastered the game. Your peace is your power. Guard it fiercely. Stand on truth, document your worth, and never let their chaos dictate your character. If this message gave you clarity, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs this today, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom every week. Because the stronger your mindset, the less power toxic people have over you. Tarkanam.